Hey guys, Jessica here. Today I'm going to be doing a Roth IRA conversion in Vanguard. I know the idea of doing a conversion is pretty daunting, so I'm going to pull up my screen, show you guys step by step. Before getting started, super quickly. So, a Roth IRA conversion allows you to pay taxes on your retirement savings now instead of in the future when you retire. And so, this is a really good idea if, say, you're in grad school or for some other reason and your income is really low. And as a result, your tax rate is also really low for, say, a year or two. And on top of that, you have some extra cash hanging around to be able to pay those taxes and really take advantage of this strategy. All right, jumping into it. Okay, so the first thing you do is you log into Vanguard. So this is the Vanguard account where you should have your traditional IRA. And essentially what you're doing with a Roth conversion is you're just transferring shares from a traditional IRA account into a Roth IRA account. And therefore you need to have, so you have that traditional IRA already with some money in it, right? You need to have a destination account to transfer those shares into. So if you already have one, you can skip these next few steps, but I'm going to show everybody how to open up that destination account, the destination Roth account first, before doing the actual conversion. So you go up here at the top bar, it says open an account. You click into that. Okay, so here, pick the one on the left. I know it sounds like maybe the one on the right might apply to you too. It doesn't. Open the account on the left. So click here. You're going to be transferring from another Vanguard account. So pick this first one and then continue. This is fine. Okay, and here you want to open up a retirement, so IRA. In addition, you want to open up a Roth. So this is the destination account that you're opening up. Okay, hit continue. Enter in your details. So because you already have a traditional IRA, this should be automatically filled in for you. If it's not, make sure you fill it in and make sure that it's correct. The information is correct. Continue. Make sure this is correct as well. Uh, Here, again, this is another step where it's confusing. Click the option Fund My IRA Later. And if you click into it, you can see you're opening this account to do a Roth conversion. So that's this case. Honestly, these other ones, like especially this one, exchange from another Vanguard account, is kind of what you're doing too. And so, anyway, I find the entire flow to be pretty confusing. The right answer is Fund My IRA Later. So click that one and then hit continue. Your employment status, enter in your employer details, stuff like that. Hit continue. Income, net worth. I think this is also piped in from whatever they have on file for you, but make sure that's up to date. Okay, so this is source of money going to this account. I'd probably put retirement. That it wasn't a retirement account. It's still going to be in a retirement account. Click that. Okay, so that's all done. So the Roth IRA account is open. Click here on the right, go to your account overview, go back to your accounts. All right, and now we're going to start the Roth conversion. You actually have to go up here to My Accounts and then click into Balances and Holdings. All right, so once you're in here, this is where you can see this option to convert to Roth IRA. And so for me, I'm going to be converting this particular account. So I click Convert to Roth IRA. Okay, so now you're ready to do the Roth conversion. And so basically down here, convert from this account. So this is the traditional account. Make sure this account is the right traditional IRA account you want to transfer from. You can select to convert all or part of it. In my case, I'm going to just convert part of my traditional into my Roth. And so I select part. And then for me, I'm going to convert roughly $1,000, right, from my traditional IRA to my Roth IRA, my new Roth IRA. And so the way you do that is you're going to be transferring shares basically from your traditional IRA to your Roth IRA. And so you just calculate roughly the number of shares you're going to transfer. In this case, to get to $1,000, it's about 20 shares to get me to roughly where I need to be. Just make sure that that all looks good. Then you select your destination account. This is the new Roth IRA that I just created. And then down here, you have to click this checkbox. And basically what this is saying is that Vanguard will not automatically withhold taxes for you, that during tax time in April, you'll have to pay the taxes on the amount that you converted, right? And first of all, they force you to check this box. But the reason you want to do that, the reason why you want to pay in April on your own rather than have Vanguard do anything, is because if they withheld from your retirement account, that would count as an early withdrawal. And you would have to, the amount of taxes, you would have to pay a penalty on that. And so just make sure that you save up enough money, enough in taxes to be able to. So, like, for example, you're converting $1,000 and your tax rate is about 30%, then you want to make sure you have $300 saved up to be able to like pay those taxes at tax time. But anyway, check this box. And then here, for me, I just said, hey, just send me a notice to my email address, just as a reminder for me to do this, to file the taxes in the future. But anyway, this is not important. Hit continue. So review everything, make sure this is the right traditional IRA that you're transferring from, make sure this is the right Roth IRA that you're transferring to, that the amount is roughly correct, and then hit submit. And that's it. Just really quickly reiterating, make sure you keep a record of this and make sure you remind yourself at tax time, when you're filing taxes, March, April, whenever, that you need to let the government know, let the IRS know in your tax return that you did this Roth conversion so that you can pay the appropriate amount of taxes at that time. But that's pretty much it. It takes a few days to actually for it to show up in your accounts. So just give it a few days and you should see it in that account page again. And that's it. If you have any other questions about this, when it makes sense, the situations where conversion might make sense, deadlines, when you have to do this by, what's the difference between a 401k and IRA, if you could do the same thing there, what else? So if how this relates to a backdoor Roth, which you might have heard of, anything like that, let us know in the comments. Happy to elaborate there or maybe do another video. Also, we also did a separate video about traditional versus Roth, so I'll link to that up here. You can definitely check that out too. By the way, if you'd like more support with personal finance, definitely check out Uprise. I'll link to us in the description below. Basically, we put together Wall Street level personalized financial plans completely and 100% for free. So if you have any questions about your specific situation, whether or not a Roth conversion makes sense, or anything about budgeting, employer benefits, investing, whatever it is, we're happy to help. And on average, we put 100K in net worth back into people's pockets. Other than that, if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell for notifications. I'll see you guys next time.